What's up, YouTube? It's the Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, welcome back to the channel, subscribers, family, and friends. We've been talking about setting goals in the new year. We've talked about setting financial goals, part one, business, part two, personal, right? So now I want to move into a four parts series talking about business growth goals, right? Business growth goals, right? We know that financial goals part of growth, but we're not going to deal with so much of that, but just growing the business, right? Again, if you don't have a target, how do you know if or when you hit it, right? And so, part one today, we want to talk about expansion, business growth goals. You want to grow your business through expanding the business. Um, then let's talk about that, right? And so, in our case, dump truck business primarily, that would involve via trucks, right? Taking trucks and getting more trucks on the road, that kind of thing. Obviously, most people start with one. I don't know many people that start off two or three, right? Most of them start with one, and so and then at some point, you feel good enough to where you see the need for two. Now, let me say parenthetically that the need for another truck should be primarily predicated on the fact that you got the work. You're on a job with one of your trucks and you're constantly being bombarded with calls, and you just can't keep up or get to that other person, right? And so, or these other people, and so you see the need for it. You've got some commitments. If you get the truck, or they'll work it, or you see where you work it. So boom. So business growth through expansion, first of all, has to start right there. Seeing the need where it developed itself to where you see where you can do another truck. All right. And so obviously, primarily having a place for the truck to work, but then secondarily, um, a driver for it, somebody that you can depend on, trust, take care of the truck, know how to take care of business, that kind of thing. Going to be consistent with that equipment, right? All right. And so, do you have that person? Have you set a goal for that? Um, you need to factor in insurance costs, your profit margin. Is not going to be the same if you're driving one and then now you put a driver on the second one. The profit margin not going to be the same. You got to account for that, knowing that you're going to make money, but you're going to make less money off of that truck. All right, so what are your goals? If you have a goal for expansion at some point, these are some things I hope have been helpful to can help you to look at what you're going to need to be looking at to make that happen. All right, but if all else fails, have a business growth goal for expansion. Because you never know. Have a goal to not just be comfortable with the one, but to grow and to scale up, that kind of thing, right? All right, so that's all I got for you. Set business growth goals through expansion. Let's move on to part two.